NBA sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL. Once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And it wasn't that long ago that there were a lot of conversations about whether Jared Goff was truly going to be a frontline starter in the NFL. And he has proven all of those critics wrong. He's taken his game up big notches in the last few years. Now what he needs to do, sustain that success in the regular season come playoff time.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit. But it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, 64 yards. And the Lions march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And getting the nod here in the preseason, big opportunity for their rookie quarterback.
And how about this young man? And this is one of those times when coaches have told us, hey, everyone gets a chance to earn an opportunity, and you didn't really believe them. Well, it's true here. He's been one of the surprises of training camp, and now they're giving him his shot to be their starting quarterback.
Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He's got his man London right side. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw here. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The end result, 21 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And Sanders has got it complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
To number 32. It's a gain of 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll look to throw again. A quick throw there is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Younghoe Koo on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Goff. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Lions, 1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Lions.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 2nd down in the yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Now Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
Lions at the 40-yard line.
Goff now to throw.
It's 2nd and 8.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed Dan. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. 10 yards there, and a first down for the Falcons.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And some room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
35-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal.
Koo knocks this one through the post. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he'll throw right away. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8.
14.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Dances by him. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high power. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 2.
Yards on the pickup.
They'll set up a throw. Well, that's complete to Sanders. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47.
First down.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Second down and 6 now.
It's now second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Now back to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field mark. Okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a first and goal. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Howell down to throw it. Shark's got it, left side. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
A 6-yard gain brings up
Howell, third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
Younghoe Koo on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
14.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So out now come the Lions. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 9.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Hooker. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Setting up the screen, here's Algier. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Falcons, first down.
Now a carry for Algier, headed right. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard
Now
line.
he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Howell from the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
At the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And Howell will throw it. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Corbin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Corbin. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And able to get this out to the 25. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Hooker. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten an answer.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark. They find some open field here. DJ Chark. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. DJ Chark, 87 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Detroit getting set to go now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing. Hooker. This one swung out to Montgomery. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. Here's Hooker to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
It's a gain of 10. And the Lions, 1st down.
Quick throw by Hooker, complete. And they'll get this just to the 47th. 1-yard gain.
2 yards on the pickup.
Off the option, here's Montgomery. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's second and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hooker. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And it'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Got to give him points for the intent, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Falcons offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in there. Oh, Hal loses it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll run with Montgomery. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Hooker. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And nothing but daylight ahead. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. But not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Hooker's going to throw it. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Hooker from the gun on third down. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Working out a shotgun, Hooker. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll keep it on the ground. Corbin. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Lions defense now back onto the field. They're going to need to play, to be frank, more inspired football here in the third and fourth quarters.
You have to believe that the coaches at the half talk to them about hitting the reset button. Let's start over again like we're starting the game, okay?
Like you're playing a video game.
Almost like a video game, exactly. But where's the intensity? Where's the focus? Show the preparation that we had in practice, and let's put it into action.
They'll try the left side. Corbin. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2.
Back to throw. Howell. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. throwing to start the drive. Hooker. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Hooker. The skip, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's looking deep for Bell. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 53 yards.
That's good for the Lions. First down. It's a gain of 53 yards. First down, Detroit.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Detroit Lions. First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Lions.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Hooker. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Brock Wright, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Coleman. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And the defense they get to Howard will go down here. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here's Bradley Pinion now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nifty move. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Hooker now off play action. Throw caught by Raymond. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Running left, Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down. Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
1st down, here's the run to Montgomery. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Throw left side complete. That's right. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Detroit Lions.
Play action. Here's Hooker. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Brock Wright ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Brings up 3rd down.
Powell on the QB sneak. And he's going to have the Falcons 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 45.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Powell completing the quick throw out wide. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Lions.
Powell.
33-yard line.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Powell down to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Hendon Hooker and the Lions ready to go back on offense. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate, the receivers catch it, the ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
2nd and 11. He's got right on the short throw. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Lions.
Hooker.
First down.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Washington now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and
out of the gun, it's Howard. Oh, no, he lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's Hooker. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing. Hooker. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Project S. This is what you want.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
23 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Lions first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Montgomery running right. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Toss left to Montgomery. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Play number 9 set to come.